Welcome to Networking Squared with Jerry O and Al Crawford. Grab your coffee, hang out for an hour, and learn from their business experts. Now, here are your business squares, Jerry and Al.
It is now New Year's. You've got the Networking Squares, Jerry O and Al Crawford. We want to thank you for tuning in on a brand new year, 2011. Al, thanks for being here, buddy.
Well, thanks, Jerry, and Happy New Year to all of our listeners out there. 2011. Is it 2011 or is it 2011?
2011. I think we got to go with 2011. Don't even start on anything weird. I'm still working on the fact that we've moved it to 2000s, and it seemed like 4 or 5 years ago or 3 years ago that it just became 2000. We were doing all the Y2K things, and I think I still have bottled water left over from there.
Yeah, I go back to the cars where you always had, you had an 85, you had an 86, but now nobody has a 7. They have a 2007. So we've had to add that extra word in there when we talk about years of cars now.
Maybe when we transfer over to the 20s, were we still going to be here then? 2020, maybe people just say the 20s and stuff. We still have to differentiate between the different centuries now, I guess.
If we have any 100-year-old listeners, can you please call us and let us know that when you bought that Model T, were you calling it a 1912 Model T? Or?
You know what? We're working on it. Hey, welcome to 11. All right? We're doing it here. You got it here first on Networking Squared. Welcome to 11. We're dumping the 2000 from now on, and that's going to be one of our pet peeves that we do at the end of each show. But let's go to 11 and let's drop the 2000 from now on. I kind of got it figured out. I know what century we're in now.
Yeah, but Jerry, you're still crossing off the 19 on your checkbook, though. What's going on with that?
I don't use checkbooks anymore. It's all online now. So I have kept up to date, but that is pretty funny stuff. Hey, it is now the new year. We've got a lot of things planned this coming up year. For January, we've got great shows coming up. We're lining up all of our business people to come on in and let them show you how they can be an expert and how they can help you.
Right. We are the networking experts, but there's a lot of people out there that know stuff way more than we do. And we want you in here. We want you on our show so that you can let our listeners know why you are an expert in what you do for a living. We're
going to be filling up the shows. Pretty much January's taken care of. We would like to get February filled in. So if you want to work on maybe the Valentine's Day show, since we're working on a holiday today, we probably won't do a Valentine's Day, and we'll have to find out when the 14th is in February, find out what day that is. Why are we always working holidays, Al?
I think it's just the way it worked out this year. So hopefully, for the next 7 years, we'll be good to go.
We're good to go for the next 7 years. It was really wonderful spending Christmas Day with you here in the studio. We had a great time last week, and now we're here for the New Year's Day, planning out what we're going to be doing. And how about being positive, Al? Can we have a positive outlook for the new year? Can we flush everything? We've gotten rid of the 2000 now. We're just going to call it 11. And how about we be positive and get rid of all the negative?
Well, I think that you and I do a pretty good job of that, but it's just something that when we go out and about and all the different people that we interact with, we definitely see that there's a lot of people that need to do some learning on that positive portion of it.
So can you say good morning to people and mean it? Can you put a smile on your face and be sincere? Can you give somebody that positive feedback and to start their day off the right way? Like, great morning, Al. It's good to see you. And I actually have a smile.
Yeah. Think about that. I mean, think about that first greeting. When you ask somebody, how are they? How you doing? How's business? What's that response that you give them? I don't care if it's horrible. You never tell somebody it's horrible. If it's, you need to say, the way I always look at it, it's fantastic. It's great. It's amazing. Those are the responses you're always going to get from me. I don't care how bad traffic was getting there this morning. I don't care what it took for me to get there. It's a positive response in every situation.
Well, I guess if you need to be negative at all, and if you say, hey, how was your morning? The worst you should say is interesting.
Interesting. That's an interesting statement there, Jerry.
So if somebody says it was interesting, that should be as unpositive as you get.
Right. So think about it in that way. Start your day off that way. Jerry and I are typically every morning, 7:15, we are already networking. We're somewhere interacting with people. We're face-to-face with people. and I guarantee you that you will never see us without a smile on our face and a positive greeting. Can you say the same for yourself?
Well, the Metsis Group, Behavior Experts at Work, and they talked about enjoy your 1 Minute Monday, and it is a reminder to keep your leadership practices sharp. And if you are going to lead people, do you want to lead them on being negative, or do you want to lead them on being positive? It's up to you. You're the leader. Don't be a reluctant leader. And their study here shows that you should have 3 positive interactions to 1 negative.
Well, we're talking about resolutions here, Jerry, today. So I think for our listeners, here's a resolution for you. We all want to lose some weight. At least I know I do. But I'm thinking this positive stuff is a pretty good resolution for people to jump on the bandwagon for.
Now, I'm not saying that you have to be just all mushy and, hey, everything's wonderful. And there are people going, are you doing like a Xanax or what? We know that we have business issues. That's okay. And it's okay to talk about the business issues. But let's not make it a bummer. Let's be positive on how we're going to build it, how we're going to fix it, how we're going to resolve it. This Metsis Group, they talked about it should be 3 to 1, but they're saying that it actually should be 6 positives to every negative.
I like it. I think that anybody that knows me, I'm the eternal optimist. And I'm liking this 6.
So, and even now the 6 to 1, the 6 to 1 includes, hey, good morning. Great job on what you did. Al, listen to the radio show. Good job. I learned a lot. I liked everything you did. Those are the positive things. Now, do you think that you're going to get positive feedback back to you then?
Heck yeah. I think it's a great idea. Think about it, and you know that Jerry and I are both huge proponents of social media. What's wrong with looking at the things that are being said out there and making a positive comment? Making a positive post for something that's being said, and think about how far that can go.
Oh, all right. Oh, now we're working social media with the being positive. So I can get on your Facebook fan page and put something positive on there about you. Is that right?
Imagine that. Imagine somebody saying something positive. We all get so much negative stuff. The way I look at this, Jerry, is that we've survived. I think we've survived the worst of this stuff with the economy. And we all need to be thankful that we are where we are now. And that's the information that we need to be bringing forward.
Well, if you follow Networking Squared, you know that we work a lot with Facebook, LinkedIn, and get on there today for your New Year's resolution. Get on Facebook and post something on somebody else's wall that is positive. Thank them for something.
And my gift to our listeners is that if you don't have a fan page for your business, contact me and I will set up one for you for free. It's something you really need to have, and I'm more than happy to do it for you. It's my gift to our listeners.
Are you out of your mind?
You know what? Maybe a little bit, but it's okay. I'm up for the challenge.
Are you up for the challenge? All right. So what is a fan page?
A fan page is, if we look about the separation, I really view Facebook now as the phone book. Your personal profile is the white pages. Your fan page is the yellow pages. You need to have that ad. You need to have the ability to sell. If you try to sell to people on your normal Facebook page, they're going to push back. If you are in sales, you have to have a fan page. If you don't think it's relevant, all I ask you to do is to go up in the search box, type in the name of your competitor, and you will see that they are stomping on you with this fan page because they are using it.
Wait a minute. You're saying that put in your competitor's name to go see what they're doing on Facebook?
Yeah, don't join it. I mean, don't like it.
Okay.
You don't become a fan of it, but it's a great way to be able to see, because people are asking, what do I put? What's the content? Because I can create the fan page, but once it's created, now what do you do? So it's a matter of taking a look at your competitor and seeing what it is that they're sharing. What's the information that they're offering? And you can see the things that you need to emulate.
All right. So, emulate. Are we working on big words again?
Big word. Yeah, I have it written down it's actually written in my hand, Jerry.
That's really good. So you're emulating. So you want to emulate what your people are doing. Now, let's say somebody is a salesperson for a larger corporation. Can they set up a fan page like that?
It would be something that I would say that make sure that it's okay with it if you check it from a corporate level. But for the most part, absolutely, you need to have it. It's the way that you can differentiate, driving people to you specifically instead of just throwing it into a bucket.
All right, I got to know this. What would you put on there? Your phone number, email, and would you put logo and maybe some of the things that you do?
It should be a yellow page ad. Think about the information that you would put in an ad. If you were going to put an ad in the yellow pages, what's the type of information that you would put on there? That's what you need to share.
All right, so you're going to do the fan page. How are you going to get people to find you then? I guess they'll type in your name and they can find the fan page. And can you also invite people to join it?
Well, that's the way it always begins. You create the fan page, and then what you're doing is you're inviting people that are in your network to become fans of your business. And then it's the interaction of things that you're doing going forward that you're basically putting that ad on your own profile on a couple times a week at least.
Well, I'm learning a lot here today. I know that I've got a couple of fan pages, and I need to get on there to make sure that I have all of the information that I need other people to see. Now, the positive side, be positive, get on there, post something positive about your friends businesses, and help find business for your friends, right? Networking?
Absolutely. And become a fan of your friends' businesses and share that information. You see something relevant to what they're doing and you think it's good, share that with your friends. It's how we can all help each other, and it's all free, guys.
So how would they get a hold of you, Al?
Well, you can get me on Facebook. It's just Al Crawford. I have the largest network around, so you're going to find me right away. You'll see my big melon with the headphones on if you're wondering which one is me. On LinkedIn, same thing. I have the 7th largest network in the metropolitan area, so you're going to find me pretty quickly. But I welcome invites for both.
Alrighty, and mine is Brothers Righteous for our band. If you want to have check us out, please check out our fan page. We did rock 'em last night. Had to get up bright and early to come in and do the show. Had a great time. Want to thank everybody that came out and partied with us. We are now in 11. We're dropping to 2,000. Make that everybody's resolution. Mr. Crawford, we're going to have a great, great year with Networking Squared. We're going to be right back on the other side of the break, and we're going to talk about credit card processing.